Is everybody doing? Listen, I could not make it in the morning, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna come in later on. I have to. Today's Friday. We're gonna finish up the book, the Candlestick Trading Bible. And of course, before we continue, I'm gonna get one of my kids to take care of the dog. That way, everybody could concentrate. So I'll be right back. Do not leave me. I'll be right back. All right. My son is taking care of her right now. So listen, we're gonna go for it. I'm gonna finish this part, like this book. We're gonna finish it because I have something that's coming. I have something new. We are heading in a different direction, of course. I mean, we have to progress. We have to always move forward, and that's in life, and that's gonna be in this channel. So what I have coming up, I'm actually super excited about it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna drag it because it just feels like I'm dragging it at this point. Not on purpose. It's just the way that we have been going over the book. It's just been kind of like holding me back now from doing what I want to do. And what I want to do will definitely involve everybody. What I want to do will help not just me, but it will help you even obtain better results. Like at the end of the day, we want to get to the money. Like learning how to do this, like, it's definitely something you have to do. It's something we have to do at the beginning, but at a certain point, it's all about execution. It's all about going through the journey. It's all about making money from the market by following a process. So the only hint I'm going to give you right now is that I will be following a process with all of you, so that we could profit. Like, I want everybody, not just me, I want everybody to be able to profit from trading. So, and there's going to be a great way to do that. Hold on real quick. Okay, there's going to be a great way to do that. A way in which we hold each other accountable, not just like me holding y'all accountable, but you guys holding me accountable. So I'm going to speak about that. It is possible that I may talk about it over the weekend, because next week, if I finish this now, we got to have something else next week. So this weekend, I will be busy working on the next thing that's coming for the channel. So how is everybody doing? How is everybody feeling? My man's Fernie, how you doing, bro? How you doing? I don't know if we're going to get everybody that usually shows up in the morning, because of course people have jobs, like people do different things. I will stay here. I will go through it. I know people could always watch the recording later. I don't edit these videos. I leave them out there. People could just go through them and still learn with us, whenever they can. So we have 495 subscribers right now. It would be crazy if we could get to 500 during this stream. I don't know. It might be possible, because I don't know how long I'm going to be here. It might be an hour or more. So, and of course, I'm trying to like get through this efficiently, without confusing anybody, without it feeling like we are just rushing it. But a lot of the topics, and I'm going to show y'all, but a lot of the topics we already covered. They're just talking about the inside bar in this section. But the one-stop trader, woohoo, perfect. I needed something at work to watch. Bro, listen, everybody, yo, the one-stop trader, I'm telling y'all, like, follow him on Instagram. He's killing it. TikTok, I'm seeing it, bro. I'm seeing the reels, the videos, like, the payouts, passing fund, the challenge accounts, all of that. Like, you're doing great, bro, and I am super proud of you. Like, I'm just super proud of you. Of course, I don't know all of the details about your trading journey, but the little bit that I know, I'm proud of you, bro. This is not easy. I don't think it's easy for anybody. Trading is simple, but not easy. And people that are beating the odds, right? People like the one-stop trader, that's what I want everybody here to become. I want everybody that sticks with me. I mean, I can't talk about the people that only come or show up, once a month, or the people that lock in with me, that show up every day, the people that are part of the community, the private community. My goal is literally to see 100% of you like making money from trading. That's my goal. That's my objective. Can it happen? Will it happen? That does not depend on me. That depends on your own grind, your own determination. That, that's the reality of it. But I will always give you not just information, but I will always create an environment that's conductive, or is that the word? Conducive? I think it's conducive to that. So thank you, brother. One day I might come into the Discord so they can ask questions, bro, anytime. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. They say, can't show my face, but my voice is okay, bro. Like, nobody really on Discord, they don't really show their face, and that's okay. I have even channels for that, like voice channels. Look, I'll show you. So here, well, we have members live streams right there. That's one. Where was the other one? I know I had other channels. Oh, here, voice channels. You could use either the general or trading. They're both just voice, and I get it. Like, the only reason why I show my face now is because I'm building. Of course, I'm trading and I'm building a brand, which is gonna take time, but I'm pretty much obligated. If I want to do what I want to do, I have to show my face. But bro, that would be amazing. I would love that. I would appreciate that. That will help everybody in the community. So I would love that. I would love that. Let me make sure I have all of the comments here on my phone so I don't miss anybody. Okay, so this is the last part here. Let's look at it. So we have been going over this section, the inside bar candlestick pattern. We already went over, like, we already studied this too. The psychology behind the inside bar pattern formation and how to trade inside bars with support and resistance. The reality is, this is the reality. Everything here that's coming, we've been through it. It's just that they're using the inside bar candle. Look, tips, they're giving you tips on trading this inside bar. Then they're showing you how to trade a false breakout. We have looked at false breakouts in other parts of the book. Inside bar false breakout examples. Then they just give you examples, and then false breakouts, still a false breakout. So it's kind of like all the same thing with Fibonacci retracements. We already went over Fibonacci retracements. So we did it with an engulfing candle, right? With an engulfing bar. So the only difference is that it's an inside bar. That's the only difference. Then just more trade examples and money management strategies. I'm not gonna lie, I always get the most excited about these parts, these money management strategies, because I haven't read it. Like I told y'all before, I started this whole series, or going over this book. I told you that I only read like the first part of the book. I never finished it. I got back to it a few times, never finished it. So I forced myself to finish it by actually making it a part of our live streams, at least for a little bit, right? So it's pretty much everything that we've been through, that we've been going over. We're just gonna finish it. So that's what we're doing. So let's go ahead and start. So page 146. Any questions before I start? Any questions, any comments, anything that y'all want to add? It is Friday. I am excited about that. It's Friday. The body knows it. Like how we would say in Spanish, el cuerpo lo sabe. So I'm excited. I mean, it's going to be a great weekend. I'm praying and I'm working. Listen, I'm going to give you one more hint. Anybody that's here, you're going to get more hints than anybody anywhere else. Of course, I'm trading because, of course, I want to have financial freedom and all of that. Like everything that most people want. At the same time, remember, I am a married man. I have kids and everything. This is the biggest hint I'm going to give you. And maybe I should shut up after this. What I'm going to do in the, starting next week is going to be focused around one goal that I have. Let me use this finger. One goal. That one goal, should I say it now? I don't know if I should say it. I don't know. I'm going to hold it. I'm just going to say this. It's going to be based around a goal that I have. I don't know if I'm going to say it or not, because they say that when you say what your goals are, that your mind kind of interprets that as you having accomplished that goal. I mean, I think it's endorphins go out, whatever, and it kind of like kills the motivation. That's pretty much what it boils down to. So I don't know if I'm gonna say it. Maybe I will, because at the same time I want to make it interesting. So I'll think about that over the weekend. Tips on trading the inside bar price action setups. So let's just go over the blue first. So it's giving us some tips here. Let's go over the tips. It says trade the bigger time frames. Now, this is not just, well, this is saying trade the bigger time frames. I am a scalper. I am not a swing trader, so I am not gonna trade the bigger time frames. At least not anytime soon. But this will be, for me, this will be anything past 5 minutes would be a bigger time frame. So I have here, I start from the 1, and technically I usually trade around here between these 3, always the 5, really always the 5 minute time frame. Rarely the occasion in which I go for a 15-minute setup, but I mean, I have gone for 1 minute setups. I don't like it as much. I try to stay away from those for now, just because like the 1 minute time frame puts out a lot of setups, like for supply and demand. So it's like you might pick the wrong one very often. So anything past 15. Now, if we actually look at what TradingView gives us, 30 minute, 45, 1 hour, but for me it will be anything here, 1 hour, 4 hour, daily, weekly. I would not trade those. I definitely look at them for context, but they do say you could trade the inside bar with the bigger time frames, or the bigger time frames. So I am not against trading lower time frames. You can trade this setup on of course you can, on the 5 minute time frame, using other technical indicators to filter your signals and take just high probability setups. You know what? I agree with this part. I love this part. And real quick, we have 6 people tuned in right now. Go ahead and like the video, subscribe. We have 495 subscribers right here. Go ahead and subscribe. Help me get to 500. Listen, I'm giving out great information for free. This is all free. Whatever's on my YouTube live streams is free. So I would appreciate it if you are not subscribed to the channel. Go ahead and subscribe right now. Like, comment, engage. Like, do not be shy about engaging, about commenting. You don't even have to ask questions. Like, if there is something here that the book said or that I said that you like, you could comment it, kind of like as a note, as like a sticky note or something, right? So that will help not just the channel, but it will help just everything, the whole community. So here we go. But you have to be an experienced trader if you are a beginner. I agree with this whole thing. Like, I love the 5 minute. I do think that the 5 minute time frame is the optimal time frame to trade as a scalper. Like, it's not extremely fast as like the 1 minute, and it's not so slow like anything past the 15 minute. Even the 15 minute, like, you could scalp it, but it's still kind of slow for me. That 5 minute, it just has the perfect, I don't know, it's the perfect speed for me. Notice I say speed. If you are brand new to trading, you're probably not going to understand what I mean by speed, but that's going to come with what? With experience. So if you are a beginner, I would say still go for the 5 minute. Check it out if you are looking to scalp the market. If you're looking to just take smaller movements, be in and out, not be on the charts all day, I would say try the 5 minutes. Try it on demo. Do not risk any real money. Like, don't do that until you're comfortable. And I would even say definitely have a strategy, know what you're doing. And one of the best ways to do that, the best way to do that would be to be part of a community, having somebody that would hold you accountable, somebody like a mentor, a teacher, somebody that could do that, right? And just having a community holding you accountable would be the best way. I have a Discord. It is private. It is private because this is like, we are all investing on ourselves, on our journey. I have a trading course. I have a course right here, my course. This is literally designed for beginners. So if you are a beginner, you don't know anything, but you want to make money. Let's just say you don't know what day trading is and you want to make money from it. That's just where you're at. The course right here inside of my community is the best thing for you. This is where I would say you should start, because it takes you from zero to like literally from what is investing, what is trading, like all the way up to what we're doing here every day. So definitely, and at the end, you know what, and I'll share the link right now. We could go over the community at the end, but if anybody is interested now, here you'll have the link. I just shared the link, so there it is. Let's continue with the book, because right now that's what we're doing. So I recommend you to stick with trading this signal in bigger time frames, such as the daily and the 4-hour time frame. Trading this setup on lower time frames will increase your chance to over trade the market and take low probability price action signals. And this is the quickest way to blow up your trading account. Pretty much, if you are a scalper, to me, it's almost saying ignore the 5 minute, ignore the 15 minute. So this is giving, swing trader vibes. That's what it's giving. So if you focus just on bigger time frames, this will allow you to set and forget your trade instead of being emotionally controlled by the market. So, okay, that's number one. This is the first tip. Trade the bigger time frames when it comes to the inside bar. The inside bar, for those who have not seen that, is this candlestick pattern. You have two candles. The first one is bigger than the second one from top to bottom. That's it. That is an inside bar, and what it's telling you is to trade this on the bigger time frames. So here again we have I think we might have some new people here. Definitely say hi. You could say your name, username, whatever you're comfortable with. I would like to just say hi pretty much to anybody that's watching right now. Okay, so we was page 146. Okay, that was tip number one. Trade the bigger time frames. Number two, trade the dominant trend. Now, real quick, this book, you know what? Let me share it now again. I share it every stream, but here goes the book. I'm gonna say it. The book is free. It's free. This is the book that we are going over. So if this is your first time watching this live stream, definitely click on that. I just sent you the link. Click on that. That will give you access to that book. It's free. And I have a playlist where literally, like, we've been going through this book together. So if you want somebody else's insight, this is what it is. Let me show you. I'm going to show you the playlist. So you go to my channel, go to playlist, and you're going to click on this one, the Candlestick Trading Bible. And right now it has 35 videos. I think with this one it's gonna be 36. So you click on that, and that will take you literally, if you click there, it's gonna take you from the very first video. So part one all the way down, you're gonna have all of this. That's gonna help you. It's all free. Like, it's literally all free. Even if you're not part of the community yet, like if you're not there yet, you have this. That's gonna help you. So let's continue here. So the tip number two on how to trade the inside bar is trade the dominant trend. You should start trading inside bars in line with the direction of the market. And technically, if you are a beginner, you should just, anything that you do, any strategy, you should really be doing it with the direction of the market. Like, trade with the market, with the trend. Especially in a strong bullish or bearish trend, but don't never try to trade against the trend if you are a newbie. You see that? If you're a newbie, don't try it. Most likely you're gonna lose your money. That's what that's saying. When you feel like you master trading this pattern with the trend, you can move to trade range bound markets and counter trends. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't consider myself a newbie. I don't consider myself a full-blown professional, but even at the level that I'm at, like intermediate, right? I'm not, and I do this sometimes, and I don't like doing it. And do I win counter trend setups? Sometimes I do. Like, I know how to win, but more than not, those setups are, the probability of those setups failing increases. So I could lose a little bit more often when I'm trading counter trends or range bound markets. So I would just say stay away from this if you can. stay away from them until you're like, until you're so good at trading that, and even then, like, I wouldn't recommend for anybody to just be so, like, don't be cocky about trading. And a lot of people, you know, they'll start winning, especially at the beginning. You'll start winning on demo, and what happens is that you think you're gonna do that same thing with a personal account with your own money. You think you're gonna put money on your account and you're just gonna start making that type of money. Can it happen? Yes. But something different happens, or something interesting happens when you put that first dollar. Let's just say that this right here was $1. Like, you know what? Let's even write the dollar sign on this thing. Let's just say that this was $1 right here. Ah, you can't see it. It's green. Never mind. Okay. Anyway, let's just say that you just put your first dollar. I can't use an example now, but you put your first dollar, and now your mind, your heart will connect, and that fear is gonna kick in. Literally, your fight or flight system is gonna kick in. I promise you, like, most likely that's what's gonna happen. That fear system is gonna activate. I don't care how much money you have in your trading account and in your bank and everything. That system kicks in automatically. That survival instinct kicks in. So now the decisions that you were making on demo, you're not making those same decisions on a live account. You're not. Like, most likely that's what's gonna happen. I'm not saying it happens to everybody. I mean, you might be the outlier, but just know that what I was saying is, don't get too cocky. Even if you are winning a lot on demo, just wait until you are in the real market. Even if you are trading a prop firm, just wait until you're actually trading real money or an account that you paid for, and let's see how that, you know, how that turns out. If you're doing great, you know, you could always, don't ever, like, how can I say this? Don't ever, like, disrespect the risk. The problem is that when we get cocky, and I have gotten cocky in the past, not with like people, but just me with my trading. I'm like, oh, you know, I'm doing so good, I'm killing it, like, I know what I'm doing, and then I go bigger. I disrespect the size. I disrespect the size. Boom, lose right there, and then the trade goes in my favor. Like, we can't. Those are the type of things that we are working on in the community. I can't, obviously, I'm not on YouTube all day. So when I'm trading during New York session, like, and people hold me accountable, like, if they see that I'm tripping a little bit, they'll be like, yo, like, that was not clean, you know, that type of stuff. And it's not that I check, you know, people, or people check me. No, we help each other out. So we'll continue here. We'll continue. So trade only from key levels. This is definitely, listen, whatever strategy you trade, I don't care if it's supply and demand, liquidity grabs, break and retest, something from what's his name? Like, I forgot his name now. Everybody uses it. ICT concepts. Like, I don't care if it's ICT concepts. I don't care what it is. Listen, you're gonna be trading from key levels. A strategy will give you a key level, and that's where you should be trading from. You shouldn't just be trading like just from anywhere. Trade only from key levels. So remember that not all inside bars are worth your hard-earned money. There are specific locations where this setup works great. So make sure that your signal is located in a key level in the market. So for example, and I'm not gonna stay here long because we gotta continue, but a key level for me, for example, I trade supply and demand, and I have said this in the past. If you have been following me, let me get rid of this. If you have been following me for a little bit, you know that I say that the 1 hour time frame is like the most powerful time frame, in my opinion, at least for the way that I trade. So a key level here would be, for example, this support level, like support, resistance, supply, demand, like they become key levels. Break and retest, they become key levels. So for example, the market is dumping. This is crude oil. Crude oil is dumping. When it gets down here, this whole thing, like, this is a key level. This area, this whole area, it's a key level. So when I go back to the 5 minute, I'm seeing the market approaching this key level. I have two options. If there is a supply setup, meaning it's a setup that looks to sell. If there is a supply setup, I could sell into this level. But once I'm in here, because this is a support level in the 1 hour, I'm not going to look to sell here anymore. I'm going to look for an opportunity to buy. Now, mind you, the market could get in here. It could really get in here. It could consolidate. It could do a bunch of stuff here. But at some point, I follow market structure, right? And when I see that there's an opportunity, let's say there's a demand setup here, when I see the market come into that, I would be taking a demand setup at a key level. So from here, boom, I could buy, and the market is more likely to go in the direction of my trade. Not because I said that, no, it's because I'm looking at the key levels. So definitely trade only from key levels. That would be something that I agree with. Find different factors of confluence. So don't just see a setup and go in. Like, don't just see a demand setup, supply setup, and go in. No. Is there, look at market structure. Is there a break of structure? Look at the VWAP, like indicators. Where is the indicator? Is the indicator telling you that you can take buys? Is it telling you that you should be looking for sales? Like, all of that. So that's the fourth advice here for trading that inside bar. But honestly, it would be any type of setup. This applies to any setup, really. So to trade using this concept, you need to look for a point in the market where two or more levels are coming together and wait for an obvious signal to form. This is what I just said. Look, you're looking for a point in the market where two or more levels come together. So here I was looking at the 1 hour. This is one level here. This is a level of support, right? And on the 5, if there is a demand setup that forms here, both of these levels are telling me to buy. Both of them combine. Once they combine and I get my entry, you got to have some rules. Once I get my entry signal, boom, I could buy. Any questions so far? Any questions? Any questions? I'll slow it down. Let me drink my coffee real quick. Okay, I'm back. Vashi, you said miss you, doing chores, but we'll watch complete later. That's okay. And I know this is why I usually show up early, because I know people are doing things later on in the day. But today is Friday, so I'm like, you know what? Let me wrap up this whole book. Like, let's wrap it up because we have new things coming. And like we were talking about in one of the previous streams, the book literally gave you a few different strategies, a few different ways to enter the market. That's besides what I give you on my trading course. Like, you have a lot of knowledge now. That's why, like, I don't want to stay on the knowledge side of things. We have to execute. We got to set some goals. We got to have some objectives that helps us move forward, right? So don't worry. Like, listen, and this is for everybody. I have the best intention not to just become a great trader, but become a great leader. Listen, I'm not even saying a mentor. A great leader, somebody that with whatever I know, whatever I do, to be able to lead people into a better situation, into a better place. Not because I know it all, no. But when we have people that are willing to lead, people that are willing to hold us accountable, that's great. And I didn't have that, like, most of my life. Listen, and I'm going to continue with the book, but most of my life, I haven't really had anybody that, and this is, I'm sure that maybe even you, a lot of us, but obviously I could only speak for myself. I haven't had anybody that when I was interested in learning something and they knew how to do it, that they really took the time to show me. And I would be lying if I say that about trading at the beginning. I did have somebody that taught me all of the basics, how to read a chart, candles, support and resistance. I did have that. Then I dropped it. I dropped trading for a few years because again, I was in school still. So I don't know. I I was like scared of it. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, yeah, I don't know if I'm ready for this. I don't know if I'm gonna become like a gambler. And you know what? I think that was a smart decision at the time. I didn't have the maturity that I have now. But once I came back to it, of course, and this happens, like we don't just have somebody waiting for us. So I'm not saying I expected that, but I didn't have it either. So now I want to be that person that shows up for others. I want to show up for others, of course. It has to make sense. It has to make sense. At the end of the day, I have a family. Like I cannot stop being there for my family. My family's first, of course. But I want to show up in whatever capacity I can for others. So yes, I have a private community, but also for the people that cannot afford like even to be part of a community. For those people, I have these YouTube live streams. Like you guys know, we get into the concepts. You know, I don't hold anything back, right? When it comes to at least all of the stuff to learn, all of the basic stuff, the profitability stuff. Of course, I have that on Discord. I mean, that's the stuff where I put like sweat, blood, and tears. So that's why that's just in the community. But I'm not going to hold back on literally all of this foundational knowledge. Like once you get through the live streams or even the course that I have on Discord, you will understand everything that we talk about on Discord. And if there is something that you don't necessarily understand, you will be familiar with it at least. So all right, we'll continue. This trading method will give you confidence in your approach, and it will allow you to avoid over trading. This is true. This is something, yo, I gotta tell you a story. Hold on. So comments would like that. Yeah. So Vashi says to the one-stop trader that she would like that. Yeah, to have them on Discord. And honestly, anybody that wants to do that, that's part of the community, I would love to give you the floor. Like, I'm not trying to do this by myself. I love hearing everybody's perspective. So anybody that wants to do it, just let me know. Okay. Avoid over trading, definitely. Oh, the story. The Discord I was in the past when I was first like learning, and you know, when I was in that process. Well, I never stopped learning, but you get me, right? Like that initial, like, okay, I gotta learn, you know what I have to do. When I was in that stage, there was somebody, I'm not gonna say the name, I'm just gonna say LeBron. And if anybody is here that was part of that Discord before, you know who I'm talking about. If I say LeBron, you know what the username was. So I'm just gonna keep it like that. LeBron, that was the username. Well, that was not their username, but I'm hinting. Yo, this person was trading at least, he was taking at least like 50, I think he was taking like 25 to 50 trades a day. He would be up, like literally one time he was about to pass his challenge. He was right there, like $200 away. And he was bragging to everybody like, oh yeah, I just need $200. Like, I'm going to pass this challenge. I'm going to keep going. And people told him, like, they said, yo, like, you already earned $1,000. Chill, come back tomorrow. Nah, I got this. I know what I'm doing. You guys don't know what I'm doing. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Then there was like dead silence. Like, we didn't hear from this dude for like the next, like, I would say half an hour to an hour. Like, we don't hear nothing. So I'm not even gonna lie, I'm an instigator. Like, I am an instigator. Listen, I'm not like all like holy, and I'm an instigator. So, and my kids hate that. They hate it because I like to instigate in the worst moments. Like when things are awkward, bad, like somebody's getting in trouble. That's when I instigate the most. Now listen, and I'm not saying that's positive, but I guess that's one of my flaws. But I love to instigate. I love to instigate. So listen, I added him. Like I put at username, right? Let's just call him LeBron. And I'm like, yo, so what's going on? Did you pass the challenge? Like, did you pass the challenge? And now it's not because like I'm hating or anything. It's just, yo, like if somebody's gonna like act a fool and somebody's gonna treat us like crap, like we don't know what we're doing, I'm gonna check up on you. Yo, he was like $200 away. That was literally one trade would have passed it. I added him, asked him like, yo, how's it going? The challenge. Yo, they came back saying that they blew the whole account. They blew the whole account, and literally there was $200 away. That was only one trade. If they would have just came back the next day, they would have passed the challenge because they had the skill. Like, I'm not even saying that he was a bad trader. He was a good trader. But when you let your ego get in the way, you're going to start over trading even when you're winning. Everybody on Discord, on my community, they know that I tell you all the time, if you are green for the day, stay green. That's it. Don't trade no more. You're green for the day. You don't have to go back. You're green. What you're going to do when you go back trying to make more is you're going to give your profits back to the market, and then you're going to be red. And once your red is over, because now you want to get back all that money, like, you're going to want to get it back, and you're going to make like yourself a bigger hole. There's going to be a bigger hole. So we want to avoid over trading. That's the point. That's the point. Yo, Moses. Yeah, it was in the other Discord though. It wasn't in my Discord. But bro, like, it happens. It happens. So we cannot let our emotion, our ego get in the way of our trading, because over trading will happen. And I had my fair share of over trading. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, like, and I have said this. I think May was like the turning point for me. May this year, like, I started trading my life account, my personal account, in January, and because I had success with the platform accounts, I thought it was the same thing. Now I had more freedom with my personal account, so I put my money in, right? I take a trade, boom, I lose, and that hit different. Like, it just hit different. And now like, I just started over trading, revenge trading. I went through all of that. Obviously, I lost money doing that too. So it wasn't until like May that all of that changed. Like, literally, I haven't been over trading. I haven't been revenge trading. I have not, like, June, July, I have not broken my rules. And to me, that's big progress. Like, honestly, I do like where I'm at right now. Halfway into the year, like, right now, I am in a good space. I cannot get cocky. I cannot say, oh, I'm never gonna break a rule. No. Trading will try you. I'm telling you, trading will test your gangsta. I don't care how. Listen, even my mentor, I seen him lose thousands of dollars in one trade. You cannot tell me that wouldn't test his gangsta. You cannot tell me that he's there sitting there like, yeah, I just lost $8,000, and I'm cool with that. He's gonna say he's cool with that, but who the hell is cool with losing $8,000? Mind you, he has a live account, a personal account, his own money. I'm not talking about these fake traders telling you that they're making $100,000 in one day, 60,000, and I'm not saying that's not possible, but you're looking at more of an institutional level of traders. When you see those type of numbers, most likely they are institutional level traders. The ones on YouTube, I mean, well, unless they're investing all of the trading course money, all of the platform money, like everything they're doing, like their businesses, and that's okay. Like, I want you to have multiple streams of income. I want that for myself. I'm not criticizing that, but it's a lot. I could say, I'm not going to go into that, but don't believe everything you see on YouTube. Listen, don't even believe me. You got to check, like, yo, is he trading, right? So for example, for me, the community knows, like, I'm showing my P&L. I go here, I have my P&L right here, daily P&L. Every day I'm showing it. Like, today I didn't trade, so there is nothing. Like, people have to start showing P&Ls, like, and not like trading view, like wins and losses. We got to see that P&L. That's what we got to start asking for. And that's why I'm showing mine. Like, I'm showing it because I want to be transparent. Any questions before we continue? Let me read the comments. This is the time for comments. I'm going to continue on this second section. Let's briefly take a look at it. Just see what it looks like. Okay, good. All right, comments. So Vashi said, when we're green, we're feeling mean. Once we're red, we're in our head. I like that. And Moises said, I couldn't do live account, man. My mentality was more gambling, actually. I love that Moises said that, because yo, it started like, even for me this year, like I was doing good on prop firms. Like I was doing good. Once I started trading my life account, it became about like, oh, I could make $500 today, $300, and I could take it out. I'm gonna go for it. Boom, I go for it. Lost 100. I lost 100, and I'm like, let's put a number. Let's just say, and I'm not gonna say the number here, but let's just say I had $500, $1,000. Let's just say, even if I have 5,000, like, I don't know, let's just put some random number out. Losing that first $100 in one trade, that doesn't feel good. It feels like it's your money, even though it's not no more. Like it left. It's not in your account. That happened to me. Like taking that first L in a life account. Now I really want to get it back because I put that money from my paycheck, and I'm doing it in a responsible way. I only put 10% of my paycheck into my trading account. So it's not like I'm going crazy, but at the end of the day, it sucks. At first, it took me, I'm not gonna lie, it took me a few months to get over that. Right now, I think I am past that feeling. Like now I feel myself and I see myself trading my life account just how I was trading the prop firms, which was successfully. So only time will tell at this point. At this point, once technically starting next week, you're gonna see what we're gonna start doing. So Vashi says, I got some of that. Well, hold on. Vashi, Moses has said, that's why exactly. Yep. Oh, because, hold on. I got to go up. Because since it was instant money. Yes, that instant money. That was the thing that got me too. That instant money. Like, yo, I could make that money right now. And yes, it was possible. But now I'm not even trading like how I should be trading. Just because I want that instant money. So there is something to be said about that. Vashi said, I got some of that gambling mentality doing binary options. I got my lesson though. And I laugh because I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing at me because I just thought about all the money I burned with that mindset. Like, yeah, if you have a gambler's mindset in the market has algorithm that their sole job is to look for liquidity. They'll stop people out on one side and stop people out on the other side. Like, this is why the market moves like this too. It's not moving like this just because people are buying and selling. You got algorithms doing this on purpose. So the market knows how to take you out. It's not that they're targeting you specifically. It's that the market knows where liquidity sits. Like, so you got to understand that gambler's mindset, it's not going to work. It's just not. Then Moses said, but then again, that was a few months ago. Hopefully I am more disciplined. We'll try again in a few months. Moses, I do think from what I have seen, the way that I've seen you trading in the community, I'm not saying, I can't say if you're ready or not, but I do see the progress. I'll say that. I could never like tell anybody like, yo, spend money here, spend money over there, because this is not financial advice, and only you know when you're ready. But I do say I see the progress. So, but of course, psychology is important. All right. And listen, I do see, yo, Moses have grown. Vashti right now, she's growing. Who else is here? Like from the usual people. Hold on real quick. My son just woke up. Just give me a quick moment. Don't nobody leave. I'll be back in like 30 seconds. Okay, I have my son helping me. That's a good thing when they're not in school. They're not in school until like I think they have like 2 more weeks. They don't like when I talk about this, but anyway. So here, how to trade the false breakout of the inside bar candlestick pattern. So we're gonna get through this stuff. Again, we have, like I said earlier, we have gotten through all of this already, just with other patterns, but breakouts, fake outs, the Fibonacci, like we have gotten through all of this. So let's continue here. And Moses said, my problem still is when I have a tilting day. Oh, okay. So your problem is when you have a tilting day. Last month I was green for 4 weeks straight, and one day while being on vacation it happened. Bro, that hurt me. But like, yo, like you're in vacation, enjoying your time. You say, you know what? I'm feeling great, and I'm not making fun of you. I'm actually putting myself in your shoes. I'm feeling great. Like I'm looking at the waves, the beach or whatever. I don't know. Like you're wherever you're at, and you just like blow through that whole progress. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. That would mess up my whole vacation. I'm gonna talk about me. That would mess up my whole vacation. Like I cannot enjoy my time after that. Oh my gosh, I feel so bad, bro. Oh my gosh, I want to cry, bro. I want to cry, bro. Like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, bro. I'm sorry you went through that. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry you went through that. You said, yep, and usually only trade once a day. It was Miami vibes, bro. Honestly, it hurts me because I didn't go through that. But I have blown through progress, and I know how frustrating that is. That's why that's why I'm showing my P&L now, because I'm the type of person that when I know people are watching, that kind of like, that slows me down. Like if I lose and I get that urge to tilt, I'm like, I gotta post that P&L. People are gonna see it. They're gonna see that your contracts, they went from 8, 2 in, 2 out. Well, it could be 4 or 8, because I take up to 2 entries. But each entry is going to have, the contracts going in, 2 going in. I trade 2 micros right now. 2 in, 2 out, that's 4. If I take 2 setups or 2 entries, that would be up to 8 contracts. If they see like 20 contracts, they're going to know I tilted. So that helps me not tilt. I would say, bro, listen, I created this channel here for that reason, for you guys to protect yourself too. Member P&L. If you put your P&L here every day, bro, like I'm doing it too. Like don't feel bad. I'm doing it too. If you post your P&L here every day, but like you gotta make it a habit. If you put it here every day, that's gonna be a reminder not to tilt. Because let's just say you tilted. If people see you posting your P&L every day and you skip the day, we're gonna know like, he probably tilted. And I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing because if I did it, like if I skip a day, you guys are gonna be like, like he tilted. So, but of course the vibes in my community is not about making fun of nobody. Like I could tilt, like I could go through that. People could go through that. I don't want and if anybody tilts, I'm never gonna be like, like you're this, you that. Like no, and nobody does that in my community. We show support. Like, you know what, pick your head up, you'll get back. Take a day or 2 if you need to. You're gonna come back stronger. So we do show support, but of course we hold each other accountable because we want to see each other win. Where do I post it? You said, okay, accountability, it's here. So under the main lounge, you see main lounge. This is the you're right here, the main lounge. The category is main lounge, and it's gonna be member P&L, profit and loss. That's your profit and loss statement. You could do a screenshot. Usually what I do is I just take a screenshot. Literally with my computer, I just do like the Windows Shift S, and that allows me to snip. If you're using your phone, just do a screenshot and you could post it. For me, what I'm doing is, and if you have Trade-O-Vate, you could do this. Let me show you. Daily P&L. For me, I go, so on TradingView, I just put this whole thing. This doesn't show my account balance. It just shows my P&L for that day. You see, it says today I run it, and it shows like I lost here $21. The total loss here was $29.48. So even my losses, like, I used to have some big losses. My losses are not big anymore because we put a stop to that. Like, The point is protecting your capital and making money. So this is all part of it. Like if you have Tradeovate and you post this part, it's not going to show any personal information. You don't show your account number. I don't do none of that. Just this one part is enough. Shows that, but look, it keeps you honest. It keeps you honest. So I would say, I would definitely encourage you and everybody, like, yo, when y'all start trading, anybody else that hasn't traded, oh, you said I'll just take a pic. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever works, bro. The idea with showing the P&L is accountability. That's it. That's the idea. That's the idea with that. Accountability. Because if you skip a day, of course, and I'm never going to tell you nothing bad, but just even the fact that you skipped a day, I think that's enough accountability, because you're going to know that, yo, like, people know. And that's okay. And that's still okay. It's not to shame each other. That's not the point of that. And I'm going to continue here. I want everybody to eat. Like, I want everybody to make money from trading. Everybody that's locked in with me, I want you to make money. And when I say lock in with me, I'm not even saying the community. If you show up every day to my live streams, I want you to make money. Like, you are investing in yourself. If you're not investing in the community yet, if you're not taking that next step, but you're still investing time, and I appreciate your time. That's the only commodity, like, we can't get back. We can't get time back. So I appreciate that. Let's continue. Talking about time, let's continue. How to trade the false breakout of the inside bar candlestick pattern. Let me see if I'm going to read this whole block. Let me see if there's anything important here. Okay, have you ever placed an order with confidence thinking that the market is going to go up, but price hints your stop loss, or hits, well, it should have been hits, I think, hits your stop loss before it starts turning out to your predicted direction? This happens all the time, and that's because of liquidity hunts, liquidity grabs, or the market just knowing where liquidity is at. I have been a victim of stop hunting. Don't ever, please. This is me. You know what? I'm going to speak for myself. I never call myself a victim. I could go through things. I don't call myself a victim. Maybe I was uninformed. I didn't know. I didn't have the knowledge. And because I didn't have the knowledge, I lost to a stop hunt. But that's me not being informed, not being prepared. I'm not a victim, though. So I don't know. I just have to get that out the way. I've been a blank of stop hunting, and I was very disappointed. But I'm sorry. Listen, don't ever. I know I'm going back to it, but please, we are not victims. That's why we're trading. This is why we're looking to get out of our situations, because we are not victims. We have the power in our hands. And listen, we all have been through things. As long as we're able-bodied, like, we can move forward. Even if you're going through a tough time right now, listen, you might be moving slower. I have been there. You might be moving slower when you're going through a tough time, but we are not victims. That's what I want you to know. You are not a victim. And even in the market, when we lose, we're not a victim. We're learning from that. We're learning from that L. We're going to journal it. We're going to take a screenshot. We're going to write what were the confluences that I took and why did it go wrong? Was there any confluences against me? We're going to learn from that. But never a victim. Okay. I was very disappointed, but that happens several times in the market. All right, let's put this here. Just a quick moment. Okay. Going back. Banks and financial institutions know how we trade the market. Again, banks and institutions know how we trade the market. They know how we think and where we put our stop losses and profit targets. This is the reason why they could easily take money from us. It's not that they're seeing your orders. They're just looking at the chart. And real quick, I'm going to get through this, but just know this is the last, like literally the last live stream for this book. So I appreciate everybody that's giving me your time. Like, we're gonna get through this right now. I just want to show you, look, even I know where this is at. You don't have to be a bank or an institution. You just got to ask yourself, where is liquidity? Where are people putting their stop losses? Well, if people were selling, let's say they've been selling, Number one, if somebody started selling up here and they have runners and they're scaling in and they keep selling, when you see all of this selling and this starts pulling back, you got to ask yourself, where do you think people have their stop loss, or they're trailing? If they're trailing, well, they're going to trail the previous highs. So they're going to have stop loss, the stop loss around all of this, like all of this highs right here, all of these rejections, right? They're following the market. So, the market will go back. Boom. Stop some people out. Keep going, right? If I'm selling here, where is my stop loss most likely going to be? Boom, somewhere around here. Now, does that mean don't put it there? No, just wait for the market to take liquidity. Wait for the market to do stuff like this. When you see these wicks like this at the top or at the bottom, that's the market stopping people out. And what do I always say? I like to trade after other people have lost money because of this reason. They know how to stop people out. Don't trade against the banks and institutions. Trade with them. Once people lose money, go with them, because once they go, that trade, like, you're gonna win. More likely, or most likely. So one of the most famous strategies that big players use to make money from novice traders is called stop loss hunting strategy. Stop loss hunting. This strategy consists of driving prices to a certain level where there are massive stop loss orders, and the purpose is to create liquidity, create money, right? Because without money, without liquidity, the market will not move. Once stop losses are hunt, the market goes strongly in the predicted direction. So this is why, again, that's why I say I like to trade when other people lose money. Let other people lose money, because when I get in, boom, you have a move like this. You have moves like this, move like that, like cleaner moves. The interaction between big participants and novice traders create repetitive patterns in the market. One of the most important candlestick pattern that illustrates how big financial institutions manipulate the market is the inside bar false breakout pattern, and we're going to look at that. Your understanding of this repetitive setup and your ability to detect it on your charts will help you better exploit it to make money instead of being a victim. Here we go again. A victim of market makers and bank manipulators or manipulations. The price, I would rather say an uninformed trader getting caught there, but this price action signal is formed when price breaks out from the inside bar pattern and then quickly reverses to close within the range of the mother bar. Again, we're going to look at the illustration. Look at this. You have the inside bar, and right after that, you have a wick. Just put it that way. A false breakout. You have a wick, boom, return. So that's a bearish inside bar false breakout. It looks like it's going to break out to the upside, but it's not. It turns around and it's bearish. It says it in the name. So right there, it's bearish. Bullish inside bar will be the opposite. It looks like it's going to break out to the downside, but you get a wick. That's a false breakout, and now it just reverses. As you can see, there are two types of this price action pattern. A bullish inside bar false breakout that forms when the market is trending down, and it is also considered as a bullish reversal signal when it is formed near a key support or resistance level. A bearish inside bar false breakout that occurs in a bullish trend, and it is since a bearish inside bar false breakout that occurs in a bullish trend, and it is seen as a bearish reversal pattern when it is found near an important level in the market. This setup can be considered as a continuation pattern if it's traded with the trend. So just continue with the trend. If it's an uptrend and you get this inside bar candlestick pattern, looks like it's going down, but it goes back up, just take buys. And here, just take sales. It's just the opposite. That's all you're doing. Okay, it's going to have some examples. Let's quickly just go. Let's see what we're facing. Okay, here we go. In my own experience, the most important levels that traders should look for to trade this signal are the following: support and resistance levels and supply and demand areas. Fibonacci retracement levels, particularly the 50% and 61% retracement levels. We have been through all of this. 21 moving averages and trend lines in trending markets, horizontal levels in range-bound markets. This is summarizing the whole book. This whole thing, we already did it in the book. Again, you could always review the specific things that you need from the book and use them. Like, you don't have to reread the whole thing. Just go to the parts that interest you the most, and that should be okay. That should be enough. So here's an example of how to trade the inside bar false breakout in a trending market. So here you have support, broke support, went into right here. This is a break and retest. This is literally showing you a break and retest with an inside bar. Broke support, turn into resistance. We have an inside bar pattern here. Then this one, they're calling it a false breakout. But if you really think about it, I mean, yes, it is a false breakout. I'm not denying that. But to me, this is just a market failing. Not necessarily false, but it's just failing. A failed breakout. It's failing to go back up. The sellers came back in and they pushed it down. So it's a failed breakout, right? And it just continued the trend. So let's see. Okay, I'm not going to go through this because this is pretty much what I said. Right, okay. Yeah, I already pretty much said that. And that's about placing your stop loss. You see, like here, let's just look at the image. They're saying, okay, put the stop loss above the mother candle after. You see, this is actually what I mean when I say I trade when other people lose money. Is exactly this. People will see this pattern. They'll see that red candle, in this case black. They'll sell right here, and then they get caught by this stop loss hunt. They'll get stopped out, and then the market goes in the other direction. So I would be the type to go down here, enter the market, put the stop loss right above that candle, and I would just sell. Am I perfect? No, I get caught with stop loss or stop hunts. I get caught. Everybody gets caught. I think even institutions, banks, they get caught. Like, don't think they, unless they had insider information, which would be highly illegal. They are just people. At the end of the day, they don't know for sure. They don't know for sure. Okay, as illustrated above, big players hunt novice traders stops before pushing the market to go down. So, quick parenthesis. This used to happen to me all the time. Like the video if you have not liked the video. Subscribe if you have not subscribed. We are at 495. Come on, 5 more and we get to 500. Big milestone. So I would appreciate, at least if you have subscribed, just go ahead and like the video. Okay, back then I used to feel like the market was against me, that it would always stop me out to continue. The market was not against me. It's just how it operates. It's just how it operates. So if you catch yourself always losing by a tick, 2 ticks, like a small wick, and then the market is going in your favor, you are getting stop hunt. In that case, you got to start studying your strategy. See what's wrong with your strategy. Like, your strategy, you maybe should not even be trading it. Like, if it's happening like that, or not even that. Let's not even get that extreme. See when your strategy works best. See when it gets, hunted by the market, and when it doesn't. Like, just try to avoid being hunted here. So if your stop loss was near the resistance level, you would be out as well. If you don't understand the reason why, it is simply because you were a victim of big players hunting the stop strategy. If you are familiar with trading the inside bar false breakout, you will understand what happened in the market, and you will simply take advantage of this manipulation, which is what I do now. Take advantage of this manipulation instead of being trapped by the market. See the example below. This right here, we call it a liquidity grab tool. So that's why I trade supply and demand. I trade liquidity grabs. Liquidity grabs is this. The market grabs liquidity. You see, other people lost, and I enter after the liquidity grab. So that's why like liquidity grabs are super profitable. Like if you don't, and sometimes liquidity grabs will be liquidity grabbed. Like sometimes you have a liquidity grab and then like you get in, the market does another one and then it drops. Listen, the market knows, like you gotta think, all these institutional traders, they're gonna be on YouTube as well. Like yes, they have their own training, but I'm sure they gotta go on YouTube and see what's popular, and whatever strategy is the most popular, whatever's everybody's talking about, they're gonna stop you out. So that's why I don't even like, and the way I trade the supply and demand is not really how they teach it on YouTube. So I'm glad for that, because if you're trading something that everybody's doing, I'm telling you, you're gonna be getting stopped out. So here, as it is illustrated above, the inside bar false breakout gave us a good selling opportunity. If you are able to identify this setup and you understand the psychology behind it, there should be no reason not to get into the position. I'm gonna be honest, this Fibonacci part, I'm gonna look at this, like we're gonna look at the image. I'm gonna skip everything else because I don't trade Fibonacci retracements. You could look at this, you could read it if you want. This is page 154. So, I'm not gonna make this longer by reading this when I don't even trade this. Do I fully understand Fibonacci retracements? Not a full, not enough to use the tool and trade it. No, but can I look at the image and see what's going on? Yes. Look at this, the inside bar pattern right here. This is that false breakout at 50 or 61, and then boom, you sell. That's the idea. Fib levels. They're doing it here again at a pullback, another Fibonacci. You see failed breakout or false breakout. Boom, you buy, go up. And they're doing it again here. What's this? Understanding market structure is very important to know how to use this strategy to your advantage. If the market is trending, you can trade the inside bar false breakout as we discussed. So yeah, you gotta be able to spot the trend. If you are spotting the trend, you could do this. But if the market is ranging, you have to change your tactic. So here, this is going to talk about the benefits of trading a false breakout of the inside bar. You could read this part, this whole part. I will read this part. This is interesting. Let's see. If you master trading this pattern, this will allow you to stay away from trap traders. Do not be a trap trader and enter the market when novice traders have to get out with a loss. This strategy is not a holy grail. No strategy is really a holy grail. You have to be prepared to accept some losing trades. But what is interesting about it is that the risk reward of this signal has a great potential, because when big participants surprise amateurs and take their money, the market moves very strongly. And if you can analyze correctly what's happening, you will enter in the right time and make big profits. Imagine risking, say, 50 points for a 400 points profit. Using this price action strategy will help you predict proper turning points in the market in advance and understand how banks and financial institutions trade the market. So it's just showing you more trade examples. Look at the trend. They put a Fibonacci tool right here, the Fibonacci retracement tool. You have the inside bar. Let's see. Well, they got a pin bar. Oh, well, they're using a pin bar here. Not even, they're just using trade examples at this point, it looks like. So a pin bar, they have a pin bar right there, taking that liquidity at a 50 or 61, then dropping. They're using an engulfing one here. So this is all coming together. Everything that we have spoke about, it's all coming together. That's what that is. This is page 158. If you want to read the details, it's literally what I just said. It's just, just going over that. But you could read that. I'm gonna skip all of that. The part that I really want to finish with, and I'm sorry if you hear me tripping over my words, it's because my headphones are too loud. So let me turn them down. Okay. Let's see. So looking, inside bar signal, you have an inside bar here. Buy-in goes up, pin bar. The pin bar is taking liquidity. This right here is a liquidity grab. When you see a resistance level or support level and you see a wick just penetrating like going past every candle, that's a liquidity grab. This right here, it's a liquidity grab. Whenever I say liquidity grab in my live streams or anything, or like when I'm on Discord, this is what I mean. This is exactly what it is. You see that? Like, and it doesn't even have to be a pin bar necessarily, but it does need a wick going past. Like it has to go further in. Like it has to go past all of the other wicks. Further out. And they're using it here with this downtrend. So a pin bar selling signal or sell signal, right? Pull back, sell, boom. 21 moving average is here, this blue line. Boom, a pin bar sell signal. And you just keep selling along the lines. But the market knows the market will not move this pretty all the time. It's going to shake people off. Okay. Now, listen up. This is the part that I've been waiting for. And we had a money management part like earlier in this book. I don't know if this is going to add anything new. I'm going to do something. Remember, this is the final video for this book. This is literally the final section, right? This is page 160. Yeah, we're here at page 162. And we're about to be done. I'm going to do this. Let's take a quick break. And I know that may sound crazy, like you guys are here. I'm going to take a quick water break, and that way you guys get a break from listening to me. I'm going to take this quick break. It's not going to be past 2 minutes. I'm going to try to make it 1 minute. I'll come back and we're going to finish strong. So I'll be right back. Don't nobody leave. Now, if you leave, you're just going to miss out on whatever insight we may have. Not just me, but anybody that comments. So in the comment section, up to like just right now, let me know with a number 1 if you have been listening to everything that we have been talking about. Let me know with a number 1. Go ahead right now before I go on break. I need to see number 1s real quick. Come on. I mean, unless I'm just talking to just myself here, but can I get some number 1s? I'll wait. Even if it's ghost town, I'm gonna wait. I got my phone here. This is where I'm looking at the comments for now until I add that other until I add the other monitor. If I could get at least 2. Can I get at least 2 number 1s? If not, I mean, I'll still go on break, but I just want to literally, all I want to know is if this is benefiting anybody, at least one person. If it benefits at least one person, I am doing my job. So I'm going to go on break. I'm still going to wait for the ones. As I am on break, I will look at my phone. So just give me, I'm going to put a timer here. I almost put an alarm. It won't be more than 2 minutes and it's already counting. So I'll be right back. All right. We are back. Let's finish strong. We're gonna finish strong. I wanted to give y'all a break. I know it's been a little bit of a longer stream. I mean, even though nowadays people be streaming for like at least the whole day. Yo, it's crazy because I know for like IRL, people be sleeping. Like they're streaming themselves sleeping. Should I do that? Should that be the new content? Once in a while, stream myself sleeping. I went on Twitch. It was Twitch. What was the other one? Kick. Literally, like people sleeping and streaming themselves. And I'm like, what? Like, what if something weird happens while you're sleeping? You know, like I can't do it. But if you guys want me to, I still won't. But all right, we're gonna finish strong. Any questions? And you know what? My queen is calling. I'm gonna stay. Actually, just give me a quick moment. Let me just answer. All right. We're gonna finish strong here. Any questions, yo? Any questions? Did you guys enjoy this book? And I'm gonna be honest, it gave us a lot of great information. But towards the end, I was just like, okay, you know, like I think this is enough. So I just wanted to get through it. That way we could just now focus on the next season, which is gonna be focused on making money. Like that's what it is. It's gonna be focused on that, and that's gonna be my goal. I don't call myself a mentor, and if people want to call me that, that's okay. Like it doesn't offend me. It's just it's not gonna come from me. But as a leader, I will say this: as somebody who wants to lead people to a better life, to a better situation, and even if it's not trading, I want to lead people to a better path. As a leader, I want to make sure that we focus on the goals that we have. And at the end of the day, your goals are different from mine. But if I create a system here and approach these live streams in a systematic way where we could have better results, we could make more money. That's really going to be the focus. Of course, things take time, and I'm not telling you, this is going to be like a get rich quick type of thing. No, it's not going to be that. But my content will start focusing more and more on getting to the money. Like, yes, we need this information. Without knowing how to read the market, how you going to make money from it? So we needed this. But at least now, not if anybody, more people are going to come into my content. Like more people are going to learn about me. More people are going to learn about this stuff, and they're going to be at zero. Like they're not going to know anything. At least we have created a foundation. We have a whole playlist on this book right here. We have the playlist. We have the whole playlist that I could just refer people to this playlist whenever they're ready to go over my trading course. That's already included in Discord. Like you don't pay for the trading course. That's already included in the offer. But this will get anybody, like literally anybody will be ready to at least understand what's going on here. At least even just this playlist right here will do a lot. Of course, the trading course goes more, it starts from the beginning, but then it goes into like supply and demand. It goes into the specifics of my strategy more than I do on YouTube. So, but we have built a solid foundation to now, like we earned the right to focus on making money. Like we have earned that right. And it's going to take some time, but we're going to be focused on that process. That's all I'm going to tell you right now. That is I just read the comments. So Vashi said, exactly. We went through foundations and now we have to apply. There we go. Apply what we understand and get to our bags. The futures is now. Yo, I love that. I love that. The futures is now. Vashi, I'm not gonna lie. I might have to like run with that. If you're okay with that, I mean, I'm not trying to steal it, but I am. I love that. The futures is now. Oh my gosh, the world is yours and the futures is now. I don't know, should I combine it with my sign out? Like, oh, I love that. I love that. You know what? I'm not even going to take it. That's yours because Vashi, like, we have spoke about different things. That's yours. If you want to run with that, that's yours. But I love that. I love that so much. The futures is now. The only time I'm going to take it. The futures is now. We got to get to the bag. It's time to get to the bag. We earn that right. You can use anything I post. My brain is wired. I love that though, honestly. I love that. The futures is now. That's a slogan. It's a slogan for everything that we're doing here. But let's get through it. I will say like that's systems. Think about this. I'm not telling you exactly yet what we're going to be doing moving forward, but to be profitable, you have to be systematic. Just start thinking about that. You have to be systematic. So we really will be focused on that profitability system, on becoming profitable together. Notice I didn't say strategy. And you know what? That leads me to this topic. But notice I did not say strategy. The system of becoming profitable, that applies to every single trader. For example, let's listen to this. What is the basic principle of becoming profitable? You have to make more than you what? Let's see if anybody knows. You have to make more than you. That's like the basic tenet, like the basic foundation of becoming profitable. You have to make more than you lose, right? And that's so simple. It's simple. In concept, it is simple. In theory, it's simple. In application, that word apply that Vashi used, apply. That word right there, that's where making more than you lose becomes a challenge. It becomes a challenge. And listen, I am not a quitter. I am not none of that. You guys and girls, like, you are not a quitter either. You have been showing up here. You have been learning. You're going through everything. I am not going to let you down. I am not going to I'm not going to let you quit. I am not. I refuse. Like, when I see people investing in themselves, like, I want to do everything that I can to help you. And of course, I got my own journey going on. I have to become profitable myself. But who says I can't walk and chew gum at the same time? Who says I can't do that? I could walk and I could chew gum at the same time, and I could talk, right? Because that's still all part of moving forward. If I'm walking, I'm moving forward. If I'm chewing my mouth in time, it's just moving. No ditties, moving forward. Like, listen, we are moving forward, and I'm not gonna let y'all go. Like, I'm gonna be here for y'all as long as God gives me life every day, right? I'm gonna be here. You know, of course, I want to be here for 100 more years, but as long as I'm here, I'm gonna do my best for y'all. Yes, lose. Yep, you have to make more than you lose. Money management strategies. Now you have the strategies. You know how to analyze the market. You know when to buy, when to sell, when to exit. You know also when to stay away from the market. Now, everybody, I'm telling you, everybody knows. Well, not everybody. A lot of traders, after a while, after they have been trading for a while, when they are able, including myself, when I was able to recognize when I should stay away from the market, because at first I didn't recognize it. I didn't recognize the market condition. I was going to say market situation. I get it. I guess it is a situation. If the market is consolidating, I didn't really know how to see that back then. Like, even though I knew what it was in concept, I didn't recognize it in real time. That part of doing things in real time, that's actually one of the things that we focus on in the community. Doing this stuff in real time, applying in real time. So once you know how to stay or when to stay away from the market, the challenge becomes, not actually getting in. Like, or staying away becomes the challenge because you just want to trade. You want to be in a trade. And there are ways to combat that, which, for example, if you know you should stay away from the market and you want to trade, go on demo. Like, scratch that itch. Or if you trade, for example, a personal account, personal funds, just get like, if you want to kind of like have something at stake, get a and I'm talking about steak, now I'm thinking about a nice steak. All right, focus. Don't think about steaks. If you want to have something on the line, then you could get a prop firm. Like, your personal account, your life account becomes the main thing that you protect with your life. Well, not, you gotta take risk, but then your prop firm could become like that. Okay, let me scratch that itch money, or scratch that itch account. That could become that. Or if you just trade prop firms, have an account that's your like serious account, and have one to scratch the itch. And a lot of these accounts, you could actually change the name. You could even call it scratch the itch. Like, but you have, at least if you want to make money on your main account, you got to know when to stay away from the market and actually stay away. This is important for you as a trader to know, but you are still missing the key to the castle, the money management plan. This is the part that I love, the money management plan. Let me put this in the comments. The money management plan. I'm going to put it there. If you guys want to join me, go ahead and write it too. The money management plan. Why do I say write it down? And even though I wrote it, it's just for your brain to like get it here, to get it in your brain, like to get that in there, the money management plan. The most important thing that traders don't talk about is the money management. And this is, I'm sorry, bro. Like, I don't know if Moses is still here, but this is kind of like what he was talking about. And this is the thing though. It could happen through tilting. Like, you could have 3 great weeks. That 4th week, if you tilt, your money management goes out the window. Like, that's what happens when you tilt. Now, and I've done that. Like, I'm not even like saying this in a negative way, because I tilted so many times in the past when it came to prop firm accounts, when it came to my life account. This year, I tilted. Even this year, I tilted at least 3 to 4 times. Now, I'm not saying 10, because if it was 10, I would be broke if it was like 10 times. But a good 3 to 4 times, to the point where, like, in May, I had to say, you know what, like, you tripping. I think I took like 3 weeks off. Where this year, like, literally, it was recent. So when I came back, I was like, okay, I can't be in that situation. So far, I haven't tilt. I pray to God I don't tilt. Like, you could never say never, but I am putting, you know what, be systematic about your goals. Like, if my goal is not to tilt, I implemented a system. What is my system? I show the whole community my P&L. I go here to daily P&L and I post it every day. This is part of my system. Successful people have systems. So part of my system is I trade, and even if I don't trade, I post it because I have to show it. Part of my system is I'm going to show whether I traded or not. This was today. Look, today at 2:54 p.m. I showed it. How many contracts do you see here? How many trades? 0. Have systems. You got to protect yourself. You got to protect your account. At the end of the day, if you don't protect your account, you're not protecting yourself. Why do I say that? If you just blow through money, that's so discouraging. And trading alone is already discouraging when you start losing. But when you start blowing through money, especially if you didn't come from much, I didn't come from much. I didn't. Like, and I'm still getting out of my situations, right? Hold on real quick. Of course, I am in a better place now than, where I was at 2 years ago. But losing money, it's damaging to your confidence. Like, when you just keep losing and losing and losing money, it's so damaging. Now, if you lose money because you're following your plan and you're doing it in a disciplined way, that's okay. Like, that's easier to digest. But when you're just blowing money, like not managing the money correctly, not being consistent about your risk, that it really does messes or damages your psychology. So the most important thing that traders don't talk about is the money management. This is what makes the difference between successful traders and losers. Real quick, I'm going to read the comments and I have something to say about this. Vashi says, yes, I have to have a money management plan and focus on sticking to it. That's discipline, the hardest part, even for me. That's everybody's challenge. You have a plan, can you stick to it? You gotta have, let's just say, listen, let's just say that you guys never see me again. Like, you was like, let's just say that you're like, okay, I love this whole series on the book, but I'm done. Like, he took me to a certain level and I'm done, right? Let's just say that that's the thing. You're gonna need to find somebody. I don't care if it's a family member, and usually I don't trust family members for this type of stuff, but not, and I'm not gonna get into it. I only trust like one person in my family that I could be like, okay, hold me accountable. But you're gonna need an accountability partner. You're gonna need that. It doesn't have to be me. Of course, I would love for you to give me that opportunity to be your accountability partner, to be, I don't even, you know why I don't like saying mentor? I don't like saying mentor because I'm not above you. I'm not above anybody. I have some knowledge that I'm sharing. I have a journey that I'm going through, but I am not above you. Like, even if, let's just say I'm making a bunch of money trading and you're just starting out, I am not above you. So now, yes, and I get it. I get the term mentorship because I had a mentor. And I'm not saying he was above me, but I don't know. I just don't like using it for that reason. I guess I'm just opening up a little bit. But, okay, if you trade without a money management plan, you are wasting your time and money because nothing is going to work for you, even if you have the most powerful trading system in the world. I was going to say something here. Don't leave, because this is the most revealing thing that I learned this past week. I had another epiphany. So Vashi, I know you have seen my epiphanies since you started watching the live streams. Like, even Vashi, that she's been here for a little while now, so she has seen certain inflection points, certain epiphanies in my trading journey. So she has seen the growth the same way I've been seeing her growth. She's been seeing some of my growth. So one of the things that hit me hard this week, and it hit me hard, is this part, this money management thing. Like, this is why I'm so excited about this section, because I learned that I was not, yes, my risk to reward ratios and everything was fine. My money management was not. And I have caught, like, this past few weeks or this past few days, I have caught some great freaking trades, and I had to sit back. I had to talk to God. You know, I talked to God, and he revealed to me, and not just God too. I mean, he revealed resources too. He put people or videos in my life that showed me what I was doing wrong. My trading is good. It's systematic. Right now it's good. It's not the system. My money management. One of the things I am not doing, I have not been doing, is managing my money. So the thing that I'm missing in my trading is grading my setups and going bigger on the A+ setups. I'm just treating every setup the same. And I'm going to show you something. Everybody that's on the community, they could see this every day, but let's look at some of these wins. Now, I could understand this trade, I won, but it had the EMAs in between. So, for example, I think me risking the way I did was fine, because you don't want to, this is not an A+ setup. I will give it a C or C+ maybe, only because market structure started going in, well, and not even at the entry. So I'll give it a C. But let's look at a better setup. Look at this. Liquidity grab. Like, I'm seeing it perfect. I see this going down. That should have been, instead of me trading 2 micros, I should have put 5. Hold on, what was that? Oh, I heard something. What the? Let me just make sure there's no videos or nothing. That was weird. Anyway, it was some, oh, okay, somebody subscribe. Okay. I'm not used to that. We got 496. Thank you for whoever subscribed right now. Comment. Let me know who it was, because since I'm not used to the thing going off all the time, I'm like, who's talking? But I put that there. So if you could say hi, that would be great. I would definitely love to shout you out. But listen to this. My biggest mistake is I have caught, like, look at the risk to reward on that thing. What was it? I wrote it down, I think. 1 to 12. That thing went 1 to 12. Why the heck did I treat this as just any other trade if I'm seeing it? Look at the VWAP up here. It's going with the trend. It's grabbing liquidity. I should have put at least 5 micros on that thing, or I could have put at least 1 mini contract. And that's money management. I would have made so much money with this one trade if I either put like 5 micros or 1, actually not even micros, just 1 mini. 1 mini right here, boom. That would have made me a good amount for my account. And I probably didn't even have to trade no more after that. That's money management. That's the epiphany I had. Like, yo, my money management. Yo, look at this trade. Come on. Look at the risk to reward, money management. My mistake has been up to like last week. My money management. Risk to reward is perfect. Like, now I found a way to, to turn 1-to-1s into higher risk reward ratios. But look at that. Why am I not going bigger on these trades? I'm not saying that I think my wife is she's been on me about this for like literally since I started trading. That said, it's time. It's time. My money management, and that's what this chapter goes over. Money management. Let's finish it up. Let's finish it up strong. So, yeah, welcome. Okay. So Vashi caught it. But yeah, welcome to a new subscriber. Woohoo! I love that. Yo, we're right there. Hold up. We had 95, 96. We had 2 people that subscribed during the live stream. If y'all are still here, can y'all say hi? And we went to 8 people watching live. Can y'all like the video right now? That will help the channel. If you guys could like the video. If we get to 500 subs, you know what? If we get to 500 subs, I'm going to have one surprise. I can't say it just yet. I'm going to have to go on break, and I got to talk to the wife about it. But get it to 500, because what I'm thinking, I got to run it by her. Because otherwise, if I just say it, it's just going to pull my ear later. But, yo, we got 8 people. Can y'all like the video, share it, subscribe if you haven't? I will appreciate that. We're going to continue with the money management part right here. We got 4 likes out of 8 people watching. The 4 that have not liked it, can y'all please, for me, if you appreciate my efforts, that's all I ask for. You don't have to do it, but I would appreciate that. That will help the stream. Now, I do understand some people watch this on TV, and even on TV you could like it. If you have Roku, like a Roku TV, you can. But let's continue. If you trade without a money management plan, you are just wasting your time and money, because nothing is going to work for you. Thank you. I should have read this before. Even if you have the most powerful trading system in the world, I think this is where I was at up to last week. So, but this is an epiphany. This is where we change things. This is where we grow. This is where you're going. Listen, I gotta say this. I'm just sharing my journey. That's all I'm doing. I'm not saying I'm the best trader out there. I'm showing my growth. That's what I'm doing. It's gonna come to a point where you're gonna see me win. Of course, when I win more, just profitable. You're gonna ask yourself, how did that happen? Look through the channel. I don't delete videos. If you just literally go through my channel, you could look at the uploads. So we have videos here. Look at just videos. You could go to the oldest. You could start here. You could start from here. This is my first video. This is actually my favorite one. Me surrendering my apartment in New Jersey, moving to Florida, the whole transition, learn supply and demand. Like, go through all of this. Listen to the things I've been talking about. Go through the live streams. The live streams, we have a bunch of them. Not all of them are like this book. Look, we have the different thumbnail. Like, I think we're getting to that point where it's that turning point. I think we're getting to that point of profitability, and just go through the content. So, okay. So most traders focus on how to enter the market. They spend months and years looking for the right system. I don't want you to think like them. Again, look at this. Most traders focus on how to enter the market. How do I enter the strategy? Strategy happened. They spend months and years looking for the right system. No, I don't want you to think like them. You should think differently, because they say like 93% of traders are unprofitable. This is why. You know what? This line right here, I'm going to put it here on the comment section. I want everybody to like put that in your notes. Do something with that. I won't let me put the whole thing, so let me just kind of like split it up. Right there. Write that somewhere, because that's why most traders do not make money from trading. It's because of that, because they stay focused on looking for a strategy. How many times have you heard trader strategy happen? And if you stay there, you're in a cycle. I don't like staying stuck in a cycle. When I see that, I know something is wrong. Something has to change. So if you want to become profitable, this is what I've been working on as well. It's like the money management part, and all you need is a system that gives you an edge. What is an edge? It's positive expectancy. Over 100 trades, can you make money? That's really the question. It could be even less trades, but I like to say 100 just to keep things into perspective for new people. Money management, position sizing. So we have position sizing, we have the risk reward ratio, and the importance of a stop loss. Let's just get through it here. Okay, position sizing is one of the most important components of money management, and what they mean by position sizing is the number of lots or contracts in futures, lots in Forex, contracts in futures you are risking per trade. So, and that's what I was saying. I have not, like on the best setups, I have not been risking the proper amount, and I have to work on that. But I am working on that. I'm doing it. All Forex brokers now offer mini lots as the default position size. The smallest value for a mini lot is approximately $1. At least, at the time of this writing, the writing of this, there are Forex brokers that offer 10 cents for a mini lot, which represents an opportunity for traders who don't have bigger accounts. They can begin trading with $250 and still have a chance to grow it. Nowadays, listen, I took $40 to 700 and something on a Forex account, Forex broker, offshore broker, unregulated, right? In like I think it was like a weekend. So you could really flip it. I wouldn't recommend for everybody to just flip accounts because you got to take big risk for that. Vashi has said this is where the real risk reward levels up in the game, or levels us up in the game, leveling up stakes when we feel good about an A+ high probability trade. That's the challenge for me, but that's when we grow. We got to get uncomfortable, not irresponsible. Do not get irresponsible, but definitely you got to get a little bit uncomfortable. When it comes to position sizing, you should think in terms of dollars instead of pips. Yo, okay, that's a bar. That is a bar. Let me put it here in mindset. We're gonna share that because I'm gonna keep that as well. Yo, that's good. Okay, when it comes to position sizing, you should think in terms of dollars instead of pips. That's not said by me. It's here in the Candlestick Trading Bible. Let's say you are trading 3 mini lots of CAD USA. This means you bought or sold $30 worth of US dollars. If the market moves in your favor, you will win an amount of money equals to $3 per pip. If you make 20 pips, you would have profited $60. Let's break it down. One standard lot is worth about $10 per pip. And one mini lot, and don't worry about the math. Just kind of like see, or at least don't worry about it now. Just kind of understand what it's saying. One mini lot is worth about $1 per pip, and one micro lot is equals to 10 cents. If you open a mini trading account, you should think in terms of dollars, risk instead of pips. Let's say you put 50 pips stop loss and 100 pips as a profit target. That's a 1 to 2 risk reward, right? This means that if the market hits your stop loss, you will lose 50 pips, which is $50. If the market hits your profit target, you will win $100. The size of your position depends on whether you have a standard or mini account and how many lots. This is more Forex related, so don't worry about the math again. We have calculators for that. This information is important to you because this will help you. This will help you know how much money you risk on each trade. The risk to reward ratio. And we have 8 people. If you have not subscribed, let's say like help me get to 500. If you have not subscribed yet, we are at 497. 3 more. If you have not subscribed, 3 more. So the risk to reward ratio concept is what will make you a winner in the long run. In the long run, that's what it is. Before you enter any trade, you have to know how much money you will win if the market goes in your favor, and how much money you will lose if the market goes against you. Elias, mi cuñado, my brother-in-law, has joined the chat. Everybody say hi to Elias. Yo, Elias. Yeah, he's always supporting. He's always supporting. I do have to admit, I start early now. I start early, and my cuñado, my brother-in-law, he's making money all the time, so he doesn't always have to wake up early. He's like, I'll catch you when I catch you. But okay, so here, if you risk $100, for example, your profit target should be at least $200. This is a risk reward ratio of 1 to 2. Let's suppose that you took 10 trades with a 1 to 2 risk reward ratio. In every trade, you risk $100. You won 5 trades and you lost 5 trades. You will lose 500, but you will win 1,000. So the profit, the benefit, the profit is $500. Positive expectancy, edge. You know, that's what it is. That system should have an edge. This is the power of the risk reward ratio. You should not think that you have to win all of your trades to become a successful trader. This part. I'm gonna put this here in the comments. You should not think that you have to win every trade. I learned that this year, like this last 2 to 3 months. This is really when I locked that in my brain. Okay, I just shared that with everybody there. Okay, so right there. All right. Again, you don't have to win every trade. And in reality, listen, the way I'm trading now, my win rate dropped. And I did that on purpose. My win rate dropped, but my risk reward ratios are crazy right now. So, and I'm focused. I'm going to give y'all a hint. Even though I save, you know what? I'm going to keep that for Discord. That's all the profitability stuff. Again, yo, I'm the one who like lost a bunch of money, invested a bunch of money. So there are things that's gonna be locked in the community. That's one that I'm not sharing on YouTube. If you want that, you gotta be part of the community. If you wanna be part of the community, I shared the link. I'm gonna share it again at the end, but we're gonna save that for the community. So yes, you shouldn't think that you have to win all your trades to become a successful trader. If you can't take advantage of the risk reward ratio, you will always be profitable. But the key idea is that you got to know how to take advantage. You got to have a strategy that has positive expectancy, and to that positive expectancy you apply a nice risk to reward ratio. You guys know that the basis of my trading is a 1-to-1, but we use runners for this higher risk reward ratios. That's a basic part that I could put out there. So right now we have 9 people watching. Yo, should I I don't know, maybe once a week or something, come out here later? You guys let me know. I still gotta run it by management. Management gotta let me know. You know, she gotta approve. Management has to approve, but I think the way that I will be doing things, there might be some slight changes. That may be one of them if you guys want that. And management approves it. So let's see here. Okay, so the importance of a stop loss. This is the last part, right? Oh, yeah, the last part in the conclusion. Stick with me. Let me drink some water and, we'll finish it.
trade as just one of many, knowing that some will win and others will lose. It's the overall outcome that counts. The key to this approach is risk management. By managing your risk and making sure that...
Okay, we're back. We are back. Let's finish it strong. First of all, before we finish this book, it's been a while. When did we start this series? I don't even know. Let's see. Pretty much part 1, right? The Candlestick Trading Bible. Right here. Damn, 1 month ago. It feels longer. It feels like we've been at this for like 3 months. Only a month ago. I mean, it is a month though. It is a month of going through this day by day. So it makes sense. It makes sense. So I wanted to say thank you to everybody that has stuck with me through whoa, hold up. 498. We need 2 more subscribers, 2 more. So if you guys like the video, keep liking it. Like if you have not liked it, let me see. We have 5 likes out of 8 people that was watching. So, well, 6 is between 6, 8, 4, whatever. If you have not liked it, go ahead and like it. That will help YouTube put it out there in front of more people. So let's continue right here. The importance of a stop loss. And there are people that think they shouldn't put it because the market will stop them out. Listen, if the market stops you out, there is a thing called a re-entry. I learned that from my mentor. You have re-entries. Don't worry about that. Anyway, let's read. All good methodologies use stops. A protective stop loss is an order to exit a long or short position when prices move against you to a specified price. The stop loss ensures against a usually large loss and has to be used in one way or another. Listen, if you don't use a stop loss, you have 2 stop loss. You have either the stop loss that you put there with intention. What's the word? On purpose. You're gonna have the stop loss. I promise you. Listen, if you don't ever listen to me again, remember this. You have 2 stop loss. The one that you place there on purpose with intentionally. That's the other word. Intentionally. Or you're gonna have another one that you're not gonna like at all, and it's gonna be the stop loss that the market hits, and that's gonna be your margin. It's gonna be the market literally depleting your full-blown account. If you don't put a stop loss, if you don't exit, the market will just blow your account. It will take all your money, and at that point you can't trade until you fund it again or until you buy another challenge. But that's what's gonna happen. So I'd rather you put a stop loss and then take a re-entry. If the setup holds, just take a re-entry. That's it. Like, we don't have to overcomplicate this, but please protect your account at all costs. You gotta protect your capital, especially if you are trading. Elias, you will get there. 5,000. Well, 5,000 is gonna be in a while. It's gonna be 500. 5,000. We gotta take 1-0, but you're speaking it into existence. It's gonna be 5. You know what? I'm gonna go with that. It's gonna be 5,000 soon. So the stop loss. I almost said the one-stop trader. That name is good. That username is good. The stop loss ensures against a usually large loss and has to be used in one way or another. An initial stop loss can be placed with your order on the trading platform. The trade will be closed automatically, or the trade will be closed automatically if the stop loss is hit. This type of stop loss will allow you to execute your trade and go spend time with your family or friends. This is key. I'm glad that this book touched on this. It says this type of stop loss will allow you to execute your trade and go spend time with your family or friends. If you lost, go spend time with your family or friends or do other stuff. You don't have to stay in the market. Don't stay in the market. Once you take, let's say if you have a rule to take 3 trades, once those 3 trades, and I only have one setup really, but I have up to 2 entries right now. Once they're hit, that's it. I'm done trading for the day. This will help you to trade out of your emotion, because you know how much money you will lose if the market didn't go in your direction. Lots of traders use mental stops. I do not recommend mental stops. Because I'm telling you, when the market goes there, you're not going to get out. You're going to think, oh, it's going to go right back. And when it doesn't, and it keeps digging into your account, then it keeps digging and digging and digging, you're not going to get out at that point. You're going to blow your account. So when they enter a trade, they don't place a stop loss because they think that the broker will hit their stop loss, which is not true. The reason behind using a mental stop is the human psychology. Humans hate to lose money. And if you don't accept losing money as a part of the game, you will never make money in the market. Let's share that too. That's another bar. That is another bar. Don't never think of using mental stops, because you can't control the market. You can't be sure that the market will do this or do that. Before you enter a trade, calculate how much you may win and how much you may lose. Place your stops or place your stop loss order and your profit target, and forget about your trade. Don't ever risk money that you can't afford to lose. This is the last part before the conclusion. So I got lots of questions from traders asking me about how much money they need to start trading. First of all, you have to take trading as a business. And that's part of what we will be talking about, starting next week. The business, treating this as a business. And I'll give you a hint. We're going to be looking at the P&L. The P&L is going to be one of the biggest things that we're going to be looking at. And we're going to have a system, a process to grow that P&L, because as a business owner, you are trading. If you're not treating it as a business, it's not going to pay you. So we got to look at the P&L, but we can't just focus on it. We actually got to have a system that grows the P&L. We need positive expectancy. We need that edge. So that's part of it. That's part of what's coming. You can make money in this business and you can lose it as well. The amount of money that you need to start trading depends on the amount of money that you can afford to lose. Don't ever borrow money or risk Don't ever borrow money or risk big amounts of money that you can't afford to lose. There are people online that tell you to get credit cards and risk that money. No, don't do that, because you do what you want. I don't do that, because you're going to have to pay that money. Once the month is over, you're going to have to pay money back whether you make money trading or not. So that's not a stress-free way of trading. That's going to create a lot of stress. So because trading is all about emotions, if you trade and you are afraid to lose your trading account, you will fail in this business. Again, if you trade and you are, hold on, let me start from here. Because trading is all about emotions, if you trade and you are afraid of losing your trading account, you're going to fail automatically, because you will be controlled by your emotions. And listen, I was listening again to Rich Dad Poor Dad yesterday, and he was talking about this, and this is just doubling down on that. And this will affect your trading decisions. Damn, another one. I'm going to put this in mindset as well. Let's break that down, or break it apart. Okay. You will not be able to follow your trading strategy, and you will certainly fail. The best thing to do is to start small, try to get as much experience as you can, and build slowly your trading account. That's what I've been working on. But for me, it's time to step it up, because my skills are there. I respect the risk. I am following my rules. I have a high risk reward. It's time. It's time to take it there for me. That may not be where you're at, and don't do anything because I'm doing it. I've been paying the price, so I gotta hit that next gear. I gotta go to that next level of getting a little bit uncomfortable to be able to grow. So this is how successful traders become successful. Conclusion. Oh my gosh, this part, I did not see this day coming, but we're here. Let me take a quick water break, 30 seconds. Okay, there are 7 people, according to the stream, that right now that are going to witness this moment. This is a moment in my trading journey. I promise you, as much as it is a moment for you, it is a moment for me, because this book, my sister told me about this book about 2-3 years ago, and I started it, and then I just went deep in my mentor's content, which is the best thing I could have done. At the same time, I had it in the back of my mind, like, I gotta finish this book. And I used live streaming as a strategy to finish it. And we are here today. So the 7 people that are here watching right now, if you want to take anything from what I'm doing, my journey is find ways to build a system, a process to get things done. I'm using the live streams to get through a lot of things, like to grow. And this was something I had to do. I had to get it out of the way if I wanted to just continue and not have anything in the back of my mind. So yeah, we have closed that gap. Let's finish it right now. Let's finish this book right here. Congratulations. If you have made it to this point, this is a sign that you are hungry enough to succeed in this business. I have provided you with the most powerful price action strategies that you can use for the rest of your life to make money trading financial markets. Your success as a trader has nothing to do with your educational background. You can be a doctor, you can be a lawyer, you can be a physician, a scientist, you could be what else? Like somebody that works a 9 to 5. Like, you could be anything, and that has nothing to do with your success as a trader. If you don't follow the rules, you will end up blowing up your entire trading account. But hey, I'm going to tell you, if you blow your trading account, I mean, depending on how much money you put into it, as long as you're alive, as long as you have income, you could always like put money back in. Of course, we don't want to be donating money to the markets. That's not the point. You're not trading to lose money, but this is not the end of the world, is what I'm telling you. If you are breathing, if you are alive, if you blow your account, as long as you're breathing, as long as you're making money in other places, you could always replenish your trading account. Now, don't do that as a habit, because honestly, if that's going to be your habit, don't even trade. Put your money into other stuff. Just sit your money in crypto, sit your money in and this is not financial advice. I'm talking to myself. I will sit my money in crypto. I will sit it in the stock market, S&P, the 401k. I would just not donate it, but invest it with other people. If you're just going to get into the habit of just blowing up your account, like blowing your accounts, and don't even trade. But if you're going to be disciplined, and you're going to have moments where you're going to tilt, that's okay. That's part of the process. But if your mindset is, I'm going to make this work, then continue. Trading is like learning a new skill. You must be ready to put in the time and effort. Let me give you an example. If you want to get a degree from a university, and you have to spend at least 3 years, usually 4, but you have to wake up every morning, you study hard, and you follow up with your classes. And if you are serious enough, or enough serious and disciplined, you get to your degree, or you get your degree. The same thing when it comes, and real quick, we have 9 people right now. We need 2 more people to subscribe, and we get to 500. Imagine that. That would be a crazy moment. Like, we will finish the Candlestick Trading Bible together, and we will be getting the channel to 500 subscribers. That would be crazy. Like, if you have not subscribed, we got 10 people right now. I know at least 2 of you are not subscribed. If you can subscribe right now, that would be a moment. Come on, like, who could give me 2 more subscriptions? Like, look, I gave you a whole channel. I don't even feel bad about saying that. Like, you have all of these videos. Look, this is all of the live streams. All of the live streams. You have a bunch of uploads here, a bunch of videos. We have 213 videos since I really locked in on this channel. When was it? December of last year. That's when I locked in on it. I had it dormant. I did lock in, and 213 videos within about 7 months, really 7-8 months. So listen, you have enough content here, you have enough value. So if there are 2 of you that have not subscribed, I would appreciate that. So here we go. Or let's finish up. So okay, right here, the same thing when it comes to trading. If you are disciplined enough and you put in the time and effort to learn, you will acquire a skill to feed yourself and your family for the rest of your life. You will get your financial freedom, so you will never think of a day job. I'm gonna be honest. There is something that we're gonna start doing next week, which I'm not gonna talk about it just yet because I gotta structure it over the weekend, and I gotta talk to the wife, to management. I gotta talk to her before I put anything out. But just know that this is a lot of people's goals. I'm gonna have something that's gonna be the focus. I'm not gonna say nothing else. So fortunately, this will not be the case with you. Hold on. Now, some traders spend more than 10 years to find a winning strategy and become profitable. Others spend 20 years without results. Again, they stay, strategy happen. They don't lock in on one thing and just just go through it. Be disciplined about it. Fortunately, this will not be the case with you because you have the map. You have the strategy, and you will not spend years trying different indicators and strategies. You see me, I don't even try other indicators. I have the ones I need. Like that said, everything else is about being consistent. So here we go. You have everything you need here. What you will need is time to master these strategies. So give yourself some time and spend as much as you can to learn, because spend as much what? Time or money? I would say both, because this is the only way to succeed in this business. Over time, you will develop these trading strategies, because you will determine what works for who. What works for you, not what works for me, what works for you. Listen, the way that my mentor was trading, I took, the strategy, but I made certain adjustments that are working for me. So even everything that you learn from me, you gotta tweak it to work for you. And what it doesn't work, okay, let me just read this. Over time, you will develop these trading strategies because you will determine what works for you and what doesn't work. Keep practicing and learning from your mistakes. Don't think in terms of making money as fast as possible. Think in terms of becoming an expert of what you do, and the money will follow you wherever you are. So that could be, let me see, I'm going to get it right. Bermuda, the Bermuda Island, right? Bermuda. So you could be in Bermuda, you could be in Africa, you could be in Puerto Rico, you could be in Florida, you could be in Japan, anywhere, London. That money will follow you if you become an expert of what you do, if you become an expert of your strategy. That's it. Page 168, we have officially completed the Candlestick Trading Bible together. This is a moment. Honestly, I'm proud of all of you. I'm proud of myself. I gotta be proud of myself. I got through it with y'all. Every time we finish something together, or every time you just finish something, period. Every time you get through anything, that win is evidence. You're building evidence that whatever you set your mind to, you're gonna do, you're gonna accomplish, you're gonna finish, you're gonna get through it. So I gotta shout out a few people, and I hope I don't miss anybody. I gotta shout out Vashi, definitely. She has been here like literally from day one of this book. So we got Vashi Santana, the one-stop trader, Fernie. Let me see, my brother-in-law Elias. Who else? Let me see if I'm missing anybody. Moses has been here as well. Who else? Let me make sure I don't miss anybody. These are some of the names that I've been seeing day in and day out. And of course, Key definitely has been popping up here and there. Of course, people got different work schedules, so not everybody could show up. I gotta shout out Yuli Trades. I know he shows up, here and there as well. Again, people got different schedules, but for the most part, am I missing anybody? I'm looking through Discord right now to make sure I'm not missing anybody. And really, I'm more focused on the ones that are showing up all the time. I do gotta shout out Mo. We had a one-on-one. Anybody that's on my Discord could definitely get on a one-on-one. That comes included. You don't have to pay anything extra. There are traders that they have a private community, but you still gotta pay over $500 for a one-on-one. I don't do that, and it's okay. They could do that. Part of my value with their community is having that. having that for you, giving you that opportunity. And I don't limit it. You're not, as for now it's not limited for now, but of course I'm only one person. So after we get to a certain amount of members, I will limit that. So right now, if you're not in, this is the best time to get into the Discord. And let me just show it real quick. This is the community. I already sent the link. I'm going to send it one more time. If you are not part of the community, honestly, this is the best time to join. The rate that you, like, for example, right now is at $69.99. That's going to be the cheapest that you're going to get in at, because as I get payouts, as I get withdrawals from the market, as other people get payouts, the value of the community just increases. And we have had people getting payouts like here. You could just go through this, look at the payouts, right? All of that stuff. People passing profit challenges. The main, honestly, look, is $69.99, super cheap. I'm telling you right now, I've been seeing communities starting at $150, $175 a month. So right now, this is still, honestly, it's the best price that it could be at. But besides the price, listen, when I invest, I'm going to pay the price. That's me. What's the value though? You have my trading course. It's a $3,000 value. Why did I say $3,000? Because that's how much money I have spent between whatever I paid for other communities, lessons, and including my losses, like the losses I had in the market as well. So obviously my losses have been turned into lessons. So that's all here. You got that value. That course is over 4 hours of content introducing you to trading. You got exclusive access to trading setups in real time. My setups and other people's setups. You could get feedback on your setups. You could share your own feedback too. And when you share feedback, that helps you. Like, you start becoming more confident because you're like, yo, like, I see what's going on. I see, what other people are not seeing. That helps you become more confident. You're going to have a community that supports you. You're going to learn alongside with me. You're going to learn with me. Like, whatever I'm learning, I'm not sharing everything on YouTube. I got to save some of this stuff for Discord. So that's definitely part of it. Diverse traders are welcome. So if you're trading futures, Forex, crypto, options, definitely. The main thing we focus on is price action. So the market doesn't really make a difference. And we could all learn from each other. So this is the Discord. I would say, listen, this is going to be the best time to join is now, because again, this price is going to keep going up, and I don't like making things about the price, but I do have to point it out. When it goes up, if you got in at $69.99, it's going to stay like that for you. You could cancel anytime. Of course, I'm going to provide value so that you don't have to cancel. But give me a chance. All I'm asking for is a chance to give you value. Like, that's it. That's all I'm asking you. That's all I'm asking you for. Give me a chance. Give me an opportunity to provide value. If you need one-on-ones, we could hop on a call. We could have the one-on-ones. Like, give me that chance. Like, that's all I ask for. I'm not going to beg for it, because at the end of the day, I'm going to do me. Like, no matter what, I'm going to continue trading. I'm going to continue building. I'm going to continue building multiple streams of income. That's all going to be part of the process. But any questions before I go? Any questions? I'm going to put a quick timer, 45 seconds for questions. Okay, it's going right now. The timer is going. So any questions, let me know. This is the time. This is the time for questions. Any questions, comments? We have about 15 seconds. Five seconds. I don't see any questions. And here we go. All right. There it is. That's the timer. All right. Well, it has been great. Thank you, everybody that stayed, that stuck with me. Pay attention to the community, like the post, like when I post right here. Let me show. pay attention to the post, because this weekend I'll be working on what's coming next. So yeah, just pay attention to my post. And that's it. Thank you for tuning in. This is your hobby. The world is yours. And the futures